Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be wrapping the trout tracker here. Trout tracker H2O, that's what we're calling it. But this is my 17-foot polar craft. Picked it up last year, and we're putting a wrap on it. So I priced out a sort of like a custom wrap to have a shop do it, and you know, they can do pretty much whatever you want for a wrap, but it was like $1,000 minimum. It'd probably be more than that for what I wanted, and have to have them install it and everything. So I said, no, I'm not doing that. So what I decided on was there's a company, and I'm gonna link them down in the description below, and we'll talk about it more later on when we get the wrap out and stuff. But it's a company that just sells like camo vinyl, sheets of vinyl, and they're made to go on like boats and stuff, and you can get them by the size of your boat. So what we did was we got a 20-foot sheet or roll of Cryptek camo. It's a Highlander, and we're gonna wrap each side with that. Then we're gonna get a big old Everett Lures decal to go somewhere in the middle there, but 10 times cheaper than getting it done at a shop. You can get a full wrap for your boat for just a couple $100, depending on the size. It's gonna be a little bit before we do that. So today I'm by myself, and I need to strip all these decals off of here to make it a nice clean surface. So one of the first things we're gonna do is take this bunk off here. I did it on the other side, and it just makes it easier to get at the bottom edge there when we go to lay the vinyl all on in to take the stickers off. But we need to take that off. It's just a couple bolts, pops right off. The other thing you have to do is take your, well, you don't have to do this, but it's going to make it a lot easier, is take your bilge pump plug. Let me see here. This typically goes here. Just take that off. And also this boat has snaps on it for the cover, so just unscrew all of those and we'll be set. So I'm just going to work on this today. I'm going to try to finish up taking all the stickers off and degrease it and everything, and then the next section here will be showing you guys the wrap and how we're gonna do all of this. Let's do it. Josh is on his way over. I just got the wrap in the mail. I just opened it up, and we decided, it's already like 6:30 at night, but we're gonna try to do this one side first, and we're a little bit anxious, so we just want to see what it looks like. So we're gonna try to do that. I'm just cleaning it one last time. What I did was, let me grab this. So this is just simple green. This is what I use to clean it with. You can use the stuff off the shelf like this, but I actually pre-mixed this. I have a big gallon of this stuff that's concentrated, so I mixed it really strong, and it took off all the wax that was on there and seemed to work really well. So I'm gonna hit it one more time with like Windex and alcohol and just kind of wipe everything off, get any grease, anything else left on there, and then we're gonna put the wrap on. So one thing that I got that's definitely gonna help is this punch kit here, and I'll link this in the description below. I got it on Amazon, but the reason I got this is because if you go over rivets with decals, you can sometimes make it work. You can put like relief cuts around the rivets or heat it up and make it stick better, but this punch fits right around the rivet. So once we've laid the vinyl over that, instead of trying to heat this up and cut out each one with a knife, which you can do, it's just gonna make it easier to set that right on the rivet, twist it, and cut that vinyl. And you can either leave that on there and it'll put like a relief cutter on there, or we can just peel that right off. You're gonna need a squeegee. This is what we got. Really would have preferred a felt tipped one, but this is just what I had from another wrap that I put on. Obviously the punch kit that I showed you earlier. Knifeless tape, not really necessary, but it's gonna make your life a hell of a lot easier. And then the last thing is gonna be 3M edge sealer. This probably isn't necessary either, but it's just gonna add a little bit of extra protection for that wrap and hopefully lock it down nice. And of course we got the wrap here from Camo Skins, give you a little sneak peek at it. Okay guys, so I got the boat all clean. Now the next step is going to be laying this 3M knifeless tape along our seams. I told you guys that the wrap is basically going to run along this ridge right here. So I'm going to run this right along this line all the way up to the front, to the very end, all one piece. Basically what that's going to do is once we lay the vinyl on there and we've laid it all down nice and tight, and squeegeed it on. What we're gonna do is take that edge of that knifeless tape, is gonna cut the vinyl for us exactly where we wanted it. So I'm gonna start laying this on. Check it out. And I want to leave a big tag end here, and I want to follow this seam, so I'm gonna wrap that right around there and just like that. And you just give it a press with your finger, just like that. Okay, so you can see I left a big tag in there. See that thin green line goes all the way up to the front of the boat following that seam. All the way up to here. And I'm not going to do the top here because I'm going to be able to stuff that wrap up in there and just use a razor blade and cut right along this little edge right here. And Josh just got here.
It's gonna be a good one, boys.
We gotta lay this bad boy out, cut it exactly in half, 26.5 inches. Jesus, that's a lot. Get easy with it when you
Hold on to it up there.
Yeah, it's not bad, I guess. I'm gonna set it like on this. I gotta come this way.
Need it like a third person.
I know. Slide it down. Even if it sticks a little bit, it's okay. Come my way just a little bit. Here we go. It's sticking. Yeah, it's okay. You good? Yeah. Oh yeah. Tits money.
I gotta hold it. Thank you. Yeah.
Alright, so we took the backing off. I just about shat myself, so I was so nervous, but basically what you do, you're gonna need 2 or 3 guys depending on the size of the boat, but you stick the top on the gunnel there, kind of just fold it over to hold it, and then you got a pocket in the back, and you don't want to lock that down yet. You want to work the bottom and kind of lock the bottom down, get it nice and tight without the wrinkles, and then we'll lock down the middle. Just kind of show you that.
You squeegee, but the wrinkles.
Alright, it's all laid on there. We haven't locked anything down in the middle yet. The top and the bottom are locked, and there's a big seam in the middle, big air pocket. We're just going to use our squeegee here that I wrapped in an old t-shirt. Start laying it down. Yeah, so we're going to have to do like
Overlapping motion.
it's basically just locking down half of it. Now we
Yep.
have to loosen up the top and work
Yep.
it that way.
That's right.
It's hard to tell where
Luckily, it's apparently the type of vinyl that you can push the air bubbles right through.
yeah, it's got little slits in the back of it that like disperse the air bubbles. It's going on pretty good. There's absolutely no bubbles in it at all yet. We'll see what happens. Some of these rivets I'm a little bit worried about, but there's absolutely no bubbles in it yet.
Yeah, it is.
Good. We can see through the fucking stick.
I'm gonna have to just unlock it like most of the way.
Yeah, just right to there's fine, and then once I get up here, we'll do the rest of it. Some of these rivets I'm a little bit worried about, but
I think it's gonna.
alright, next step, razor blade. I'm gonna stick it up here in this seam, try to cut all the way along the top, and then we'll just stick whatever's left over just up inside there along the edge. So just using a little razor blade by hand. We're just giving her, boys. Just absolutely giving her. An old office chair is key to this. that seam is way up in there. I'm gonna look at it. Stick that up in there. This is gonna need a little bit extra attention.
Oh, look at that.
You just separate the braid from the plastic piece. There's directions in the thing that shows you how to do it, and then you just pull it. And it should cut your wrap for you. Just like reeling in a fish ice fishing. That wasn't stuck down that good there. I'll make sure it's stuck down good on that tape. It cuts it a little better. It's like. Alright, I guess we'll peel this off next. Alright, well, we just peeled off the bottom half there. She's pretty much ready to go. That's what it looks like. So then all we gotta do now is go back and pull the rest of this plastic part off from the knifeless tape. Just go along the bottom. There's two pieces, so make sure I get them both. I'm just gonna do a little heat set on the whole wrap, just like on the lower setting. Actually, I might do it on the higher setting and just kind of back it out a little bit and just kind of heat the whole thing up so it kind of sets the adhesive on the old wrap. All right, well, you can see the rivets all along here and up around the top. So the next step is, I've already done one here. I put the plug back in, that looks pretty good. I've done this one, came out pretty good. And this one came out pretty good. There's a rivet right here. I don't know if you can see it, yeah, right here. So what you want to do at first is just kind of use your finger and make the air bubble as small as possible. This wrap is designed to sort of absorb a lot of the excess air in there. It kind of spreads it around, but you don't want to get it wrinkled. So, getting it pretty small now. And then we're just going to hit it with some heat really quick. And that loosens up everything. We can kind of work it some more. Kind of a tedious process, but it's definitely worth it. And you can see it's coming out pretty good now. Hit it with some more heat. So we've got it pretty tight around the rivet there. And now we take our 1/2 inch punch that I showed you in the beginning of the video. These are linked in the description, by the way. And we set it right around the rivet. You can feel it kind of lock into the rivet, and we just give it a little bit of a twist to cut the vinyl. Pop it off, and you can see it's kind of put a relief cut all the way around the rivet, and then you can work the rest of that air out along that cut. And it looks mint. I'm gonna do the rest of these rivets. It's gonna take me a while, but I'm gonna get her done. So we got all the rivets done. Came out pretty good. So the next thing I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna put my edge sealer on. This step probably isn't really necessary, but I'm gonna do it anyways. And basically it's like PVC glue. It has a little big applicator thing in there, but I think what I'm gonna do, because I don't want to slop it all over the place, I'm just gonna use these small little paint brushes. I'm gonna try to do just along the bottom of the boat all the way up to the top, around the edge here and around the edge up on the front. Okay, so the last part of the video you just watched there was about 2 weeks ago. I finally got the last puzzle piece to this wrap, so we're gonna finish it today and you get to see what it all looks like out in the sunlight, hopefully. But I got the numbers for the side. I got them done up at a local shop here that does decals and stuff, and we got the big Everett Lures decal for each side of the boat. And I got those at Minuteman Signs. They're right in Augusta. So make sure you check them out if you're local to that area. They do a really good job. Basically, with this big one, all you have to do is masking tape, just hold it up there where you want it to go on the side of the boat, and then leave the tape on half of it, peel the backing off, cut the backing, lay one half down, and then take the masking tape off, peel the backing off, lay the other half down, and it's done. And this wrap and this vinyl that this decal is made out of is actually the same type of vinyl that we put on the side of the boat. So it's got those relief cuts in there, and it's not supposed to get bubbles and stuff. So gonna have to go around those rivets. Oh! Check it out. Pretty sweet. So you can see I went around the rivets just like I did on the wrap. Used that little punch, and everything came out great. Those decals are perfect. Show you the other side real quick. It's pretty sweet. Man, that looks good. So thanks for watching, guys. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment if you want, and check out the links in the description, because I'm going to link the website where I got the wrap, and I'm also going to link the website for the local company who did my decal here. I'm also going to link all the tools that I used, all the adhesive, the punches, everything that I said in the beginning of the video will be linked below as well if you guys are looking to do this yourself. So it's a pretty doable thing for a regular guy. I had Josh helping me put the actual wrap on. If you have a bigger boat like that, you definitely need 2 or 3 people just to get it on there straight, but it's really manageable, and it's a lot cheaper than going and having someone custom make a wrap for your whole boat. Like I said, I picked up the actual wrap material for a few $100s, and then I had a company make me a decal for another 150 bucks. So I'm not in it for too much, and I think it looks really good. So if you see us out in the water, guys, make sure you say hi, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.